For years they mocked you. They laughed at your dreams, doubted your abilities, and tried to break your spirit. They spread lies, twisted your words, and took advantage of your kindness. They made you feel small, unworthy, and alone. They pushed you to the edge, hoping you would give up. But what they didn't realize is that the universe keeps perfect score. Every tear you shed, every sleepless night you endured, every moment of pain they caused, it was all being recorded by a force much greater than any of us. They thought they could get away with it. They thought their lies would go unpunished, their actions unnoticed. They felt powerful, standing on top of the world, looking down at you. But here's the truth. The universe is always watching. It sees everything, every intention, every word, every action. It knows what they did, and it remembers. They won't get away with this. Not now, not ever. Because what goes around always comes back around. It may seem unfair that they walked away without consequences while you were left to pick up the pieces. But don't be fooled. The wheel of karma turns slowly, but it always turns. It's not a matter of if. They will face the consequences of their actions. It's only a matter of when. The pain they caused, the betrayals they orchestrated, the harm they inflicted, it will all return to them multiplied. Not because you wish them harm, but because the universe balances itself. You don't need to seek revenge or lower yourself to their level. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. The universe has already seen it all. It knows who was truthful and who was deceitful. It knows who was kind-hearted and who was manipulative. It knows who was genuine and who wore a mask. And in its own time, it will deliver justice. So if you're tired of feeling defeated, if you're exhausted from carrying the weight of their actions, hold on just a little longer. Trust in the unseen forces that are already working on your behalf. They thought they could hurt you and walk away free, but they were wrong. Divine justice is real, and it's already on its way. They won't get away with this. They can run from the truth, but they can't escape the consequences of their actions. Sooner or later, they will face the very pain they tried to inflict on you. And when that day comes, you won't need to lift a finger. The universe will handle everything. If you hold on to the pain they caused, you risk being trapped in bitterness forever. The anger, the resentment, the feeling of betrayal, it can consume you, robbing you of your peace, your joy, and your freedom. It keeps you chained to the past, replaying the hurt over and over again in your mind. It gives them power over you, even when they're no longer present in your life. If you don't let go, their actions continue to hurt you long after they've walked away. But if you choose to release the pain, if you decide to free yourself from the anger and resentment, something magical happens. You take back your power. You break the chains that kept you bound to the past. You allow yourself to heal, to grow, to move forward. You make space for new blessings to enter your life. And most importantly, you allow the universe to do its job. The universe cannot bring justice if you're still holding on to revenge. It cannot balance the scales if your heart is filled with bitterness. It cannot restore harmony if you're consumed by hatred. Letting go doesn't mean you're excusing their actions or pretending it never happened. It means you're choosing to no longer be defined by their cruelty. You're choosing to rise above their pettiness. You're choosing freedom over bondage. If you don't release the hurt, you risk becoming just like them, bitter, resentful, and trapped in a cycle of negativity. But if you let it go, you transcend their small-mindedness. You rise above their cruelty. You show them that no matter how hard they tried, they couldn't break you. You show the universe that you trust its justice, that you believe in its wisdom, that you have faith in its timing. They tried to dim your light, but your spirit was too strong to be extinguished. They tried to break you, but you were made of something unbreakable. They mocked you, but they didn't know that every insult they threw at you was only making you stronger. They thought they were winning, but they were only digging their own graves. If you hold on to the pain, they win. But if you let it go, you win. You win freedom, you win peace, you win power. You rise above the hurt, above the betrayal, above the lies. You prove that their actions could never define you. You prove that you are more powerful than they ever imagined. You prove that their cruelty could never break your spirit. So the choice is yours. Hold on to the pain and remain trapped, or let it go and watch the universe deliver justice on your behalf. Either way, they won't get away with what they did. The universe has already seen it all, and it's already working on your behalf. All you have to do is trust the process and set yourself free. Karma is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It is the law of cause and effect, the cosmic principle that ensures balance and justice. Every action, every word, every thought creates energy that returns to its source. What you put out into the world always comes back to you, multiplied. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad. Karma keeps perfect balance. They thought they could escape the consequences of their actions. They believed that their lies, their manipulation, their cruelty would go unpunished. They were convinced that they were smarter, more powerful, and untouchable. But they forgot one important truth. No one escapes karma. No one is above the universal law of cause and effect. What they did to you is already on its way back to them. Karma is not about punishment. It's not about revenge. It's about balance. It's about restoring harmony where there was injustice. It's about teaching lessons that can only be learned through experience. If they caused pain, they will experience pain. If they spread lies, they will be surrounded by deceit. If they manipulated others, they will be manipulated in return. It's not your job to make it happen. It's the universe's job, and it never fails. You may not see it happening, but rest assured it is already in motion. The wheels of karma turn slowly, but they always turn. It may take days, months, or even years, but eventually they will face the consequences of their actions. They will feel the same pain they caused you. They will experience the same betrayal they orchestrated. They will live through the same hurt they inflicted. They can hide from the truth, but they can't hide from karma. They can run from responsibility, but they can't escape the consequences. They can pretend to be happy, but the shadows of their actions will follow them wherever they go. The pain they try to avoid will catch up with them, and when it does, there will be no one to save them. They created this reality with their own actions, and now they must face it. The power of karma is relentless and just. It gives back exactly what was given, multiplied. They won't get away with this. The universe has already seen it all, and it's already balancing the scales. They mocked you, they hurt you, they betrayed you, but they were only sealing their own fate. The price for their actions is already set, and sooner or later, they will have to pay it in full. They mocked you because they saw something in you that they could never possess. They saw your light, your strength, your potential, and it terrified them. They saw your dreams, your ambitions, your courage to stand out, and it made them feel small. They laughed at you not because you were weak, but because they were intimidated by your power. They tried to bring you down because your confidence reminded them of their insecurities. People only mock what they don't understand or what they secretly envy. When they saw you chasing your dreams, it reminded them of the dreams they gave up on. When they saw you rising above challenges, it made them confront their own fears and failures. When they saw you embracing your uniqueness, it highlighted their own lack of authenticity. It was never about you. It was about them and their inability to face their own shadows. They needed you to feel small because your greatness threatened their comfort zone. Your courage to be different exposed their conformity. Your desire to grow highlighted their stagnation. Your determination to succeed reminded them of their complacency. They wanted you to doubt yourself because your confidence made them feel insecure. They wanted you to quit because your perseverance made them feel weak. They needed you to fail so they could feel better about not trying. They mocked you to hide their own pain. They projected their fears onto you because they couldn't face them within themselves. They made you the target of their insecurities because it was easier than dealing with their own issues. They needed someone to blame for their unhappiness, and you became the scapegoat. They chose to criticize your dreams because they were too afraid to pursue their own. They tried to make you feel like you didn't belong, but the truth is, you never did. You were never meant to fit into their small-minded world. You were meant to stand out, to break the mold, to challenge the status quo. They tried to dim your light because they couldn't handle its brilliance. They tried to silence your voice because it spoke of truths they were too afraid to hear. They tried to break your spirit because it was stronger than anything they could ever hope to possess. They mocked you because they were afraid. Afraid of your potential, afraid of your power, afraid of your light. They were scared that you would achieve what they never could. They were terrified that you would prove them wrong. They were threatened by the greatness they saw within you. But their mockery was never a reflection of your worth. It was a reflection of their own fears and limitations. They may have laughed at you, but deep down, they admired your courage. They may have tried to tear you down, but secretly, they wished they had your strength. They may have called you crazy, but they were simply jealous of your vision. They mocked you because they knew you were destined for greatness, and it scared them. They knew you were different, and it made them feel ordinary. They knew you were powerful, and it made them feel weak. So don't take their words to heart. Don't let their mockery define you. Don't allow their insecurities to become your doubts. They mocked you because they were afraid of you. They tried to bring you down because they knew they could never reach your level. They tried to break you because they knew you were unbreakable. They mocked you because they saw your greatness before you did. Nothing goes unnoticed in the spiritual realm. Every word spoken, every action taken, every intention held, it's all recorded by the universe. It doesn't matter if they did it in secret or behind closed doors. It doesn't matter if they pretended to be innocent or acted like they were your friend. The universe saw it all. The universe knows the truth, even when the world doesn't. They thought they were clever. They thought they could hide their true intentions behind fake smiles and kind words. They thought they could deceive you and get away with it. But they forgot one important thing. The universe watches everything. It sees beyond the masks they wear. It hears the lies they whisper behind your back. It feels the negative energy they send your way. The universe is always listening. It hears the silent prayers you whisper in the dark. It sees the tears you cry when no one is watching. It knows the pain you've carried in your heart. It understands the struggles you've faced and the battles you've fought. It felt every wound they inflicted, every hurtful word they spoke, every betrayal they committed. The universe witnessed it all, and it never forgets. They may have fooled the world, but they can't fool the universe. They may have escaped human judgment, but they can't escape divine justice. They may have silenced you, but they can't silence the truth. The universe keeps a perfect record of every action, every word, every thought. It knows who was genuine and who was fake. It knows who was loyal and who was deceitful. It knows who was kind-hearted and who was manipulative. They can lie to others, but they can't lie to themselves. They can pretend to be innocent, but their conscience knows the truth. They can act like they did nothing wrong, but their spirit carries the weight of their actions. They may smile on the outside, but their soul feels the consequences of their choices. The universe sees through their masks and knows their true intentions. They can try to escape the consequences, but they can't outrun their karma. They can try to hide from the truth, but it will follow them wherever they go. They can try to act like everything is fine, but the universe will continue to balance the scales. Sooner or later, they will have to face the reality they created. The universe never forgets, and it never lets injustice go unpunished. They can keep pretending, but deep down they know what they did. They know the pain they caused. They know the lies they told. They know the trust they betrayed. And no matter how hard they try to run from it, the truth will always catch up with them. The universe will make sure of that. They won't get away with this. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. The universe is patient, but it is also just. It waits for the right moment, the perfect timing. It gives them opportunities to change, to make amends, to right their wrongs. But if they refuse to, take responsibility. If they continue to live in denial, if they keep running from the truth, then karma will deliver its lesson. Not out of cruelty, but out of balance. Not out of revenge, but out of justice. You may not see it happening, but trust that it is already in motion. The universe is aligning events, orchestrating circumstances, and creating situations to bring justice. They won't get away with it. They can run, they can hide, they can pretend, but they can't escape the consequences of their actions. The universe saw everything, and it is already working on your behalf. So don't worry about what they did. Don't stress about how they seem to be thriving while you're still healing. Don't envy their temporary happiness because it's built on lies. Their false success is an illusion and it won't last. The universe is watching and it remembers everything. They won't get away with this because divine justice is real and it never fails. Letting go is one of the hardest yet most powerful things you can do. It's not about forgetting what they did or pretending it never happened. It's about choosing to no longer let their actions control your life. It's about releasing the anger, the pain, and the resentment so that you can heal. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional chains that keep you tied to the past. They hurt you. They betrayed your trust. They made you question your worth. But if you hold on to that pain, you're only allowing them to keep hurting you. Every time you replay the hurt in your mind, every time you relive the betrayal, you give them power over your happiness. You allow them to occupy space in your mind and heart, space that could be filled with peace and joy. Letting go doesn't mean you're letting them off the hook. It doesn't mean you're saying what they did was okay. It simply means you're choosing to move forward without carrying the weight of their actions. It means you're refusing to let their negativity drag you down. It means you're trusting the universe to deliver justice in its own way and time. The universe cannot bring balance if you're holding on to bitterness. It cannot restore harmony if your heart is heavy with resentment. It cannot deliver justice if your mind is consumed by revenge. Letting go is about trusting the process. It's about surrendering the need for control and allowing the universe to handle the rest. It's about believing that divine justice is real, even when you can't see it yet. When you let go, you set yourself free. You free yourself from the prison of anger and hurt. You free yourself from the cycle of pain and suffering. You free yourself from the emotional baggage that keeps you stuck. You allow yourself to heal, to grow, to find peace. You open the door to new possibilities and blessings. You make room for joy, love, and happiness to enter your life. Letting go is an act of self-love. It's a choice to prioritize your peace over your pain. It's a decision to focus on your healing instead of their actions. It's a commitment to rise above their cruelty and reclaim your power. It's a declaration that you won't let their negativity define you. It's a powerful statement that you are stronger than their attempts to break you. They don't deserve your anger. They don't deserve your tears. They don't deserve to occupy space in your heart or mind. They are not worth the pain of holding on. By letting go, you're taking back your power. You're choosing to live your life on your own terms. You're choosing to be happy regardless of what they did. You're choosing to rise above their smallness and embrace your greatness. You may never receive an apology. You may never hear them admit their wrongs. You may never see them face the consequences of their actions, but that's okay. Because the universe has already seen it all and it's already working on your behalf. They won't get away with it. Justice is coming. But for now, let go and set yourself free. You deserve peace. You deserve happiness. You deserve to live without the weight of their actions holding you down. When karma is in motion, the signs are often subtle but unmistakable. You may not see their downfall directly, but you will notice the shifts in energy around them. You'll see the cracks in their perfect facade. You'll sense the heaviness in their spirit, the restlessness in their actions, the chaos in their lives. These are the first signs that karma is balancing the scales. One of the most common signs is that they begin to face the same challenges they put you through. If they spread lies about you, they will be surrounded by deceit. If they betrayed your trust, they will be betrayed in return. If they manipulated others for their benefit, they will find themselves in situations where they are manipulated and used. The universe ensures that they experience the pain they caused you. Another sign is that they seem to be stuck in a cycle of negativity. No matter how hard they try, they can't seem to move forward. They may face repeated setbacks, failures, or disappointments. They may struggle with relationships, finances, or health. Their lives become a mirror of the pain they inflicted on others. This is not because the universe is punishing them, but because it is reflecting their own energy back to them. You may notice that they become restless, anxious, or fearful. They may act defensively or lash out for no apparent reason. This is because their conscience knows the truth, even if they try to deny it. They carry the weight of their actions within them, and it shows. They may pretend to be happy, but their spirit is heavy. They may appear successful, but their soul is tormented. Karma also works by removing the very things they took for granted. If they used people for their own gain, they will find themselves alone. If they built their success on lies and deceit, it will crumble beneath them. If they took advantage of your kindness, they will encounter coldness and indifference from others. The universe ensures that they experience loss in the areas they once took for granted, but the most powerful sign that karma is working is when you no longer feel the need for revenge. When you can think of them without anger or bitterness. When you no longer wish them harm or feel the need to see them suffer. When you find peace within yourself, knowing that the universe is handling everything. When you feel a sense of closure, even without an apology. That is the most powerful sign that justice is already in motion. In order to let karma do its work, you must protect your energy. You can't allow their negativity to affect your peace. You can't let their actions dictate your emotions. You can't let their darkness dim your light. You have to guard your spirit against their influence, no matter how hurtful their actions were. Start by setting boundaries. Distance yourself from their toxicity. Don't engage in arguments or conflicts. Don't allow them to provoke you or manipulate your emotions. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you hurt or angry. Protect your peace by refusing to give them any power over your happiness. Focus on grounding yourself through spiritual practices. Meditate to center your mind and calm your spirit. Practice gratitude to shift your focus from pain to blessings. Use positive affirmations to reinforce your worth and strength. Surround yourself with positive energy, loving people, and uplifting experiences. Release any residual anger or resentment through forgiveness, not for their sake, but for your own. Forgive them to free yourself from the emotional chains that keep you tied to the past. Forgive them so you can heal, grow, and move forward. Remember, forgiveness is not about excusing their actions. It's about choosing peace over pain. Protect your energy by focusing on your own journey. Don't worry about when or how karma will catch up to them. Don't stress about seeing them face consequences. Trust the process and focus on your own growth and healing. Invest your energy in your dreams, your goals, your happiness. They don't deserve your attention. They don't deserve your pain. They don't deserve to occupy space in your heart or mind. Protect your energy by letting them go once and for all. Trust that the universe is taking care of everything. They won't get away with this, but you don't need to watch it happen. You have better things to do, like living your best life. They mocked you. They hurt you, they betrayed you, but they won't get away with it. The universe has already seen everything, and karma is already in motion. Justice is coming, even if you don't see it yet. You don't need to seek revenge or wait for their downfall. Let go, trust the process, and protect your peace. Focus on your journey, your healing, your happiness. You are stronger than their actions, greater than their words, and destined for something far more powerful than their mockery. They won't get away with this, because the universe keeps perfect score.